Hi, this is Adam Smith, Head of Engineering at Beta Acid. Today we're going to learn enough to be dangerous about Linux. Last time in the series we looked at servers overall, and today we're going to dive into exactly what is a Linux server. Linux is a free open source software that can run the operating system of a computer. So it could be your local desktop computer or a computer in the cloud, which we call a server. The easiest way to get started and to try this out is to go to a website called DigitalOcean. DigitalOcean provides what's called virtual private servers, so you don't rent out or own the entire computer box. They give you some space inside of it and you can run what's called a virtual server. It's a great way to get started. So come to digitalocean.com. You can choose sign up with Google if you don't have an account. You'll end up, once you've signed up, on a screen like this. And to create one of these simple virtual servers, we're going to go to the tab called Droplet. Create Droplet. You might have to put in your billing info. We're going to choose our region. It doesn't matter. Just pick whatever's closest to you. Then we're going to choose our image. Choosing an image means there's different flavors or types of Linux. Ubuntu, Fedora, there's lots of different types. For our purposes, it doesn't matter. So you can choose whatever is the first one in your list. The basic shared plan is fine. And we're going to choose the smallest possible size. Down here, for how we're going to access the tool, we'll just put in password. Put in a password you're going to remember, and we're going to click Create Droplet. And you'll see a little green dot here once your droplet is successfully created. So we're going to click on the droplet, we're going to go into our server, we're going to choose Access, and we're going to go into the droplet console so we can play around with it a little bit. So what we're seeing here is a view into our server, which is currently hosted in the cloud. We don't have a graphical user interface like you might be used to on Windows or Mac. So we just have this terminal, and there's different commands we can put into the terminal to operate it. So let's get rid of all this. We're going to type in clear, and that clears everything out. And there's a couple different commands you can learn. None of them are very hard. The ls will list all of the directories and the files that you can see. Okay, so now let's try a couple of quick, simple commands. If we want to make a folder or a directory, we use the command mkdir space and then the name, so my folder. Now we're going to list out the folders and the files that we see, and there we go, we see my folder. Now we can change into this folder. Instead of clicking on a folder like you're used to on your desktop, we do cd for change directory and then the name of the folder, my folder. We're going to type ls again and we're going to see there's nothing in there. Okay, now to create a file, we use a command called touch. So we touch myfile.txt. Now we can use our ls command to list out files and folders, and we see myfile.txt. To see the contents of it, we use the command cat. So cat myfile.txt, and there's nothing inside. We want to put some quick text in there, we can use the command called echo. So we can say echo hello, the greater than sign, and then we can say myfile.txt. Now if we do cat again, myfile.txt, we can see the word hello. So what we've seen so far is a very basic Linux box. It doesn't have any application server or web server or database servers on it yet. So the next thing you would do is you would work on installing one of those applications that then you can use our server as a web server. We'll get into that in an upcoming lecture soon. Thanks.